Honestly, it's a good book. I don't know. You might have to. I don't know. You might have to consider it. It's like a full time thing. It looks good.
If it's better than my mini helmet.
Yeah. See. Yeah. I mean, yeah. The mini helmet's a little tough. That's a tough sell.
Got a fun story behind this beanie too. Not really fun, but
I'd like to know.
um,
It's a freewheeling deal. We're recording now. Let's see what they got.
so technically, I've been rooting for the Seahawks longer than the Redskins slash Commanders. Because when I was getting into watching football, it was in high school, like halfway through high school. And like my family never watched sports, never cared about sports. Like a lot of my friends weren't really into it at the time. So when I started getting into it, I was like, well, I just got back from visiting family in Seattle. Like all the people out there, like, let me just be a Seahawks fan. And they weren't good at the time either. It was like, what, 2010?
Yeah.
And then it was when I started college and our old neighbors from Virginia Beach like took me in. They were like, "Oh, if you're gonna live in this house, you're gonna be a Redskins fan." And then like they took me to a game and bought me a jersey and did this and that. But when so I still always rooted for the Seahawks. It was just unless they were playing the Redskins or Commanders because I was more I had more reason to be invested at that time. So when they went to the Super Bowl in the 2013 season, I couldn't afford a jersey at the time. And one of my friends was rooting for the Broncos. So we went to the store, we got the NFC and AFC championship shirts, and then I really liked this beanie that was like right before they won the championship game because I wanted to have something. So that was when I bought this beanie. It was 2013 when they got in, and I just had to have it like with me when I was watching the game yesterday.
I like it.
I couldn't afford a jersey, so this is all I got.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it, go with it. Yeah, yeah. That's honestly, beanies are much more. A beanie is like I think the second best thing you can get. Like even better than like a shirt or something like that. A beanie is like
Yeah.
great representation. If you're not like trying to financially fully commit to the team, I did that with my secondary basketball team when I became a bandwagon Warriors fan back during like the whole 73-9 run. So I think now I'm going to join you because it's nice and cold here.
So this is my favorite Commanders beanie. I have a few, but this the way that this one fits is just different.
Yeah.
And then I do not have too many. I have a lot of caps for this, but I don't have too many Capitals beanie. But this is like my go-to Capitals beanie.
Ooh.
It's very, very light.
Just throwing it on. This is going to be an interesting experience. It's definitely like a. I feel like a fortune teller right now. Hey, this will work. Trying to think of what my alternate. Oh, so I had an opportunity before committing to be a Redskins fan as a small child, as an infant, is when I made that lifetime commitment.
Oh,
I
we
had
read.
I had the opportunity because my mom was a Redskins fan, my dad was a Cowboys fan, and so I'm a baby. Like they're giving me the choices there. I always forgot there was a third secret contender in there, just randomly thrown, because my grandma got me Green Bay Packers bed sheets when I was a kid. So for like
Interesting.
so many years of my life, I was sleeping on Green Bay Packers bed sheets. So it kind of became like my secondary team, even more so than the potential of the Cowboys. Thankfully.
Thank you, Grandma.
Thanks, Grandma. So the way to start this show, I guess I'll ask. We didn't plan for it to be a Sunday hangover, but is this a Sunday hangover?
Well, let me answer that question by asking you two questions. One, is this or is this not the XFL? Yes, it is. Two, do I or do I not currently have a pulse? Yes, I do. Let's play football.
Oh, happy day indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 323. I am your host, Reed Murphy. Joining me, the cutie patootie himself, the curry puff in the Seahawks hat, Zahair Ali. Hello, Zoo.
Hello.
Oh, thank you all for joining us on this, depending on where you are, more than likely everywhere. Cold, blistery, wintry Monday or Tuesday, whenever you're listening. Yeah, pretty much everywhere in the country is getting hit by this winter storm, and it sucks. But I guess
Canada,
it could be worse. It could be worse. At least here. So thankful for it. But hope everybody's staying safe, staying warm. Thank you for watching on the 323 Network YouTube page or listening on Spotify, Apple, wherever it is that you do those things. Zoo, happy 2-year anniversary to this Scott Elliott prediction.
Cemented in right now, planting my flag, February 15th, wow. The Minnesota Vikings are going to be defeating the Indianapolis Colts in Las Vegas for the Super Bowl.
We're still not there, but
not even close.
a little bit close, though, actually, because he did say it would be the Minnesota Vikings, who wound up being the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings that year that he was predicting they would win the Super Bowl. It would have been Sam Darnold. He didn't know that at that time, but it would have been Sam Darnold. He just happened to be 2 years early of predicting Sam Darnold going to the Super Bowl because, yes, folks, Zahair Ali's Seattle Seahawks have defeated the Los Angeles Rams in the NFC Championship game to advance to Super Bowl 60. They will be facing off against the New England Patriots, who defeated the Denver Broncos in the AFC Championship game. That game was a mess.
It was so boring.
It was so boring, and it basically ended after the first half. I think we can knock out the talk on that pretty easily because the weather just became a disaster. It became an unholy disaster, and there were so many things going wrong in the second half, and that's just not just on the football field because, one, the quarterbacks couldn't see for shit. It's a good out for Jared Stidham, who I think did his best, but by that point, you didn't have to, you didn't have to do anything. You didn't have to make excuses. It was like, I can't see. What am I supposed to do? I'm just going to hand it off, like the original game plan, probably.
And the fact that Patriots were wearing all whites too, did not help identify coverage one bit.
That didn't help at all. And I learned in that game that there are people with snowblowers, or I guess with leaf blowers, who were going around blowing the snow, but I don't know what they were blowing. I don't know what
they were trying to make the lines visible.
Maybe, I guess. But they're white lines.
I think it was just enough to get those 10-yard markers.
Oh, okay. That's funny. They should have spray painted them instead, just in the moment. Because then they're white lines, so you can't
spray paint the snow?
Spray paint why not? Yeah. 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 Fuck it.
How does that work?
Did you see how CBS tried to counter it by creating digital yard markers and digital yard lines that they tried for about one play?
No.
They tried.
I must have dozed off at that point.
They did a digital, they were around the 30-yard line, so they created a digital 30-yard marker, digital 40 and everything on there, and got rid of it after about a minute, 2 minutes, because people were immediately complaining because they said you couldn't see the players. They were literally covering over the players. So you couldn't do anything. So shout out to them for getting rid of it that fast. Obviously, there's all the Tony Romo criticism that keeps happening. There was nothing interesting to this game in the actual game to me. Besides the Broncos punter is really, really good. Like, really good. But other than that, I don't know. How'd you feel about the AFC Championship game? How do you feel about the Patriots advancing?
I mean, I think we kind of called it for both games the other night in saying that like this was going to be defensive heavy. You just need game managers. You just need to be able to take care of the ball, and I mean, both teams were able to do that. Having like what 3-4 missed field goals back to back to back, like 2 right before the half and right after was fascinating. It's like, damn, no one is meant to score in this game. The way that this played out definitely gives me a lot of confidence for the Seahawks going into the Super Bowl. Like, I don't think it's going to end well for the Patriots on that one, but yeah, I mean, it kind of went as expected. It was just a lot more boring than we anticipated.
Yeah, it was one
Like
of those.
Standpoint, it was just bleh, but from a football standpoint, it was just like, yeah, we called that.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's nothing really to it, and I'm not going to shit on the Patriots for it being boring because I thoroughly enjoyed this Patriots team, this Patriots Super Bowl venturing team, much more than any of the Belichick, type seasons and stuff, because those Patriots, that dynasty, that team was so fucking boring. They were so just strategic, death by 1,000 cuts, and it was efficient and it worked. I like this. I like Mike Vrabel, running all over the field and everything. He's stressed because he did say back when he was with the Titans, he would cut off his penis if he won a Super Bowl, to win a Super Bowl. So we're a game away. We're a game away. And if they win, I would be whoever the broadcaster is, Collinsworth, whoever. I'm going up to him. I'm not handing him the Lombardi Trophy. I'm handing him some garden shears. Like, we're gonna do this live on the air right now.
Ceremonial garden shears, like the ribbon cutting scissors.
That's very complimentary of him.
It's painted like in the Super Bowl colors.
I do want to. I want to give credit where credit's due to the Patriots and Robert Kraft, though, because I did not expect to, see them making Super Bowl runs again anytime soon. I thought we would at least have a little bit of a buffer time, and there was a little bit. Belichick kind of ran the team down.
2 years?
Yeah. Gerard Mayo was the coach for 1 year last year, and that was awful. But huge credit to Mike Vrabel for getting fired in Tennessee. We all kind of knew and had said at that time, like, what was going on with the Titans didn't really seem to be his fault. He was a good coach still. They just kind of, fired the gun a little prematurely, and gets back to his team that he played with as a player and wills them to a Super Bowl. Very, very cool for them. And Robert Kraft, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but you can't deny that he is probably the best owner in the league by far in terms of what he's been able to do for that franchise since he took over. According to Adam Schefter on X, in Robert Kraft's 32 seasons owning the Patriots, the team has won a league-leading 11 conference championships, and he's done so with 3 different coach-quarterback combinations. There are still 4 NFL teams that have never made it to a Super Bowl. So, congrats to him. I know Jerry Jones was talking recently about that's his goal, is to catch Robert Kraft. I think that got harder just now. It says he's been to 11 Super Bowls since Jerry Jones made it to his last one. And Jones is the one in the Hall of Fame. Kraft isn't even in there. So.
Interesting.
Yeah. So congrats to them. It's pretty awesome to see them. I'm happy for Drake May. There are a lot of, and we're Commanders fans here. We have
definitely a step up from Cam Newton.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And I've seen it a little bit. Commanders Reddit can be a little toxic. And I'll say it as a Commanders fan here. I'm happy for Drake May. Still happy with Jaden Daniels. Like, I'm happy with Jaden Daniels. Good for Caleb Williams. Good for Drake May. We'll do our thing as we do it and everything. But yeah, it's a good time for them.
Yeah.
Now, to the game that we have to talk about. And I will say Rams Seahawks. I'll do the petition right now. Let's just play that game again. Let's just do that again instead of the Super Bowl. We don't have to put the Patriots. We'll just do this again because those two play each other so hard and it's so fun. But really, dude, like I'm not gonna do the thing that I've been doing for years. And I did it with Geno Smith in Seattle, where I wrote him off and I just refused to believe it could be a thing. I did it with Baker once he got to Tampa. I'm not gonna do it with Sam Darnold. I'm gonna go ahead and accept him right now. Damn good quarterback. Yeah. Best game of his career, and he does it in the NFC Championship game right there, where you actually can fear him on a 3rd and 10. Played his heart out. Credit to the Rams, too. I was riding them high all year, but, they played their hearts out, too, but they just could not stack up. They can't.
Puka is a freaking demon. That's all I can say about that.
Dude, Puka's a demon. Devontae Adams, low-key, still
looks so good this season.
Like he's fantastic. Devontae Adams still has a lot of gas in the tank, and he said he plans to keep playing as long as Stafford is playing. So I could see them doing like one more fuck the draft picks. Let's push it all in for one more run next year and see what happens. But this is the Seahawks' day. This is a big congratulations to them because that defense is insane in all parts. Even Tariq Woolen, who avoided, I think.
Future commander.
I hope. He's very fun. I think he avoided maybe the worst possible Monday of somebody of his life.
Yeah.
Because I had not seen a player have a worse 2-play just run like he did yesterday with that taunting penalty that cost them the 4th down, and then immediately giving up a touchdown to
touchdown right after. Every one of their touchdowns was on that same left side of the end zone too.
Future commander. We'll put him. We'll punch him in there. Your thoughts on your Hawks and your Rams?
Yeah, for the Rams, like that was it. That's just such a hard team, like not to root for, right? Just in general. Like I said, Stafford is just on fire. Puka and Devontae are absolute demons. That defensive line was absolutely insane. Like every time I thought that the Seattle was like moving over their running back or tight end to like give Darnold a little more protection, like somebody would just fly right by him, just like, yeah, maybe not, maybe actually keep him there to help out. And then they started doing like the jumbo sets and stuff so that Darnold could have a little bit more time. But that D line is just absolutely vicious versus also worthy of the demon title. It was very exciting for them. We called that one too, that it was going to be a shootout, and as long as Seattle maintained the lead, like you have to force Stafford to, throw out some magic, and that played out. We wrote the script for that one. Like we texted all the coaches, they followed through. We should be very proud of ourselves for that. But on top of that, Seattle's defense was on fire. All those pass breakups were so much fun to watch, especially Imanwari. That dude's got a bright future ahead of him there. Why am I forgetting the running back's name all of a sudden? Walker?
Ken Walker. Yeah. Kenneth Walker.
Dude was definitely manifesting beast mode yesterday. The way that he would just not go down, like just had a pile up and just kept getting yards after yards after yards. That running game, despite not having somebody else to bounce off of, was solid. Receivers came in clutch. Cooper kind of needs to keep the ball in his hands a little bit more. It would be nice, but yeah, JSN just being JSN. Darnold, he was the game manager they needed to be. I don't think he's a spectacular quarterback still, but he was above average, and that's what they needed, and that's what got them the win. I'm very curious to see what the post-Kubiak team is going to be like, but that's a 3 week from now problem. But for 2 weeks from now, how do you not think the Seahawks are going to win this based off their performance against a very, very, very good Rams team?
Well, I was gonna ask, do you have any? Obviously, you can't say 100% certain this team's gonna win this or anything like that. But what factors could you see leading the Patriots to possibly win or have a chance in this? Because from everything I've seen, I like Drake May. I'm impressed by that team, but especially in this playoff run, maybe you'll turn up a different notch here at the Super Bowl, but they have not wowed me. And there's been a lot of offensive struggles to keep up. You're not going to be able to struggle against the Seahawks team and the way that this defense plays and how mad and chaotic they play. You have to be damn near perfect to play, to try and get a win against the Seahawks. So what's your confidence level going into the Super Bowl?
That the Seahawks are going to win, my confidence level is very high. I think the biggest factors are going to be for them is that they're going to have to make big plays over a very good defensive back, and they're going to have to pressure Sam Darnold. I don't know if their pass rush is as good or even close to as good as what the Rams have. They have a good defense, so there is going to be a lot of big plays coming out of the Seattle side, but those are going to be the two factors is can you out big play them and can you put pressure on Darnold? If they're not able to do those two things, then they are going to be in a world of trouble.
That's where, like I said, I'm not going to do the thing of doubting Darnold because I just did it in this game and the Rams defense is already hard as hell to, go up against. But I still feel like if you can get him to see ghosts again, you got a chance. And
dude, he's just vibing.
He's enjoying the hell out of himself.
He's so relaxed. It's insane. Like even when he is getting sacked, he's kind of like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, fuck it. We're, it's what we do. You brought up something to me, and we shouldn't be surprised about this. And now everybody's in on it.
Conspiracy.
Yeah. I'm just getting the picture ready for it. Getting the picture ready.
How long it was going to take for that to come up?
Because this is the thing. Like, we love our conspiracy theories. Scott had a whole conspiracy theory. He looked into the colors, and the NFL decided to. It seemed like they made a full. It's like they made an effort to go against the conspiracy theory this year. The colors and stuff.
In it.
Yeah, they just threw every color they could. There's all these colors, but we still, I think, wound up. What was it? We looked at San Francisco because there was a bridge in there. And also there was a little hint of Seattle, but I don't think we committed to Seattle. I'll have to go back and watch to, really make sure that was the case. But what the NFL put out this year, and people went all in on it, they found it again last year, was this little image that they do pretty much every season. Which is, all the players and all that good stuff. They're walking towards the Super Bowl, the big star players. But Zoo. Who's up at the very front? Can't see it from here, can you? But you dive a little deeper.
Is it Gardner? Is it Ward?
We have Drake May and Sam Darnold walking right towards the Super Bowl. How the hell did it happen? I mean, Sauce Gardner's in there too, like right. He's close up, and they didn't get anywhere close. But I mean, do you think this is an indication? Should we be making bets? Because to me, it looks like Drake May's a little closer. Looks like he's walking. It looks like he's almost in there at that point. But I guess you can never bet. The NFL, they had to put out a spokesperson, a PR spokesperson, to deny that there's any type of script, that there's any type of rigging, that this had nothing to do with anything. It's just a coincidence, obviously. But is this what we're going to have to start looking for going into the next season and start trying, this is our new hyper analysis to figure out who next year's contenders are going to be? I love conspiracy theories.
Could be. That one was definitely funny. People were so quick to post that as soon as the game ended too. Like I think I saw that before I saw any of the team respective, congrats on going to the Super Bowl type posts. It was wild.
Some people must have noticed it a while ago, and then you're just like, I was like, I'm gonna sit on this just in case it happens.
It's gonna sit on this.
It's between this and that little girl on TikTok.
Regarding the overall picture.
What
do you think on those images of the teams that don't put the quarterback as the player? I don't know what got me thinking about this yesterday. It's some is just kind of okay, because we were that team for the longest time. It's who do you put in there?
That's true.
There was that year where it was we had there was a Sunday night game or something, and Brandon Sheriff was the go-to player because there's just nobody to root for. So it's a lot of the times the quarterback is the identity of the team, right? So I don't know if I was just looking at it for the sake of looking at it, but what do you think of the ones that don't show their like? Do you think there should be one where it's all quarterbacks? Is there like oh, this hype is just worth more than the person that currently is the quarterback, or like, am I just thinking about it just to think about it?
Well, I think like you said, I think you and I are we're experts on this because we went through it for years. Between the Brandon Sheriff thing, I had forgotten about that, and that was so funny. That's up there at the time where they were trying to promote Thursday night football between the Patriots and Steelers a couple of years ago, like when they were like both bad, and all they had
Or
was,
like all the times that Commanders and Bears played and like nobody ever scored 10 points.
all they put on the promo was T.J. Watt and Bill Belichick. They didn't even have a player to throw up.
Oh yeah.
I think when it comes to images like this, it sucks if you're the quarterback and you're not getting on there, but I think it does have to go with like the popularity of who like the most popular player on the team is. That's what I would at least think with the Eagles, right? With Saquon Barkley being the choice over Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
I would put Joe Burrow over Jamar Chase in the picture. Mahomes, obviously. Purdy, I guess Purdy. But I guess that's where you could start to make that argument, right? On the case of like who gets on, because would you put Purdy or would you put Kittle? Or would you
Kittle's
put
the only one I can think of. Do you
Kittle,
put Trent Williams?
You can't really do Bosa. I would put Trent Williams. I would put Trent Williams on there.
We're biased, so there.
You got Dak Prescott up there, but then I see for like the Broncos, that's a questionable one, right? Because Jaden Daniels got on there for us, but for the Broncos, they had a great rookie season from Bo Nix. They put Pat Surtain on there instead. Jets, you had to put Sauce Gardner because you had like who the hell else?
Not anymore. You can't. But
yeah, Brock Bauer. Yeah,
but like it wasn't even Garrett Wilson. Like you just went for Gardner.
Yeah. So
Crosby's an easy one. Like who else are you really gonna do? Maybe Bowers, but
I think that's Caleb Williams up there.
Yeah, on the left
at the top for the for them, and then if I put on that closer one, Jonathan Taylor for the Colts. Yeah, you were going to do that because nobody was expecting
Daniel Jones to.
Yeah, Daniel Jones.
And he's a free agent now, so
the Tua
does he
one,
even come back next year?
The Tua one's the most interesting to me because I think if I'm doing that, I would say that Tua, even at the start of the season, that Tyreek Hill was the more popular player than Tua.
Yeah,
but maybe there was some concern that. Maybe they also factor that in of a concern of whether that player is going to be with that team all year, so you don't want too outdated of an image. And there was that trade
and maybe
talk.
kind of pushing the thing of that he is your set quarterback and breeding confidence in him and things like that.
Yeah.
I think we said Myles Garrett's an easy one.
Yeah.
Nacua and so Jefferson makes sense because they were post Sam Darnold and don't know what you have in McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
Nacua makes sense because he just is like a star in the league. Like, yeah, Stafford is Stafford, but Neighbors, we didn't know what Dart was going to be, and then you had the Wilson Winston matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Not having Kyler Murray on there was one of the ones that made me go
Now something to make you go when it comes to these pictures like this, like Barkley, Purdy, Watt, Burrow, Mahomes, they're like right up front. Like those are your top five. They're going for like the most popular players in the league, right? At that point, or like the players that they think are going to be like the biggest contenders.
The most marketable ones.
Yeah, because then maybe that's how Drake May and Sam Darnold got up there. They're the faces, I guess, of those teams at that time. Or the quarterback representatives, at least, but they're not like the biggest names yet. So you got to put them in there.
Because what would have been your Seattle name?
Now,
like Walker's good, but it's fine. JSN wasn't doing that great until the season. DK Metcalf got traded.
Yeah,
Cooper Kupp.
It would have either had to be Cooper Kupp or Darnold, but I think I was thinking more about Darnold at that time than Cooper Kupp. Until yesterday when I saw him, I keep forgetting that Cooper Kupp's on the team.
Yeah.
Next year, when they do something like this, who are the five that are going up front, do you think now? Because I don't think... I think Barkley can still go in there. I think Barkley still goes in there, but does anybody get adjusted? I think Watt's out.
I think Purdy moves.
I think Purdy moves too. I think you swap Purdy out for Drake May at this point. They're really trying to sell Drake May and his wife. They were selling that hard on social media yesterday.
I don't think I saw any of that. I could see Burrow being pushed down and Allen being more on the front line.
I'm surprised Allen isn't, especially being the MVP, the reigning MVP going into the season. I'm surprised he wasn't in there above.
That's true. I was thinking about like his window that we talked about last week, and then Burrow like coming back from injury and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like it was just more marketable.
I would think Myles Garrett, but it's the Browns, so I don't think they're going to put. I think Myles Garrett might move up a row. He might be in like the Lamar Jackson row.
I really had to think about who the Saints player was.
Who is the Saints player? I don't even see the Saints.
Cam Jordan?
Oh my God. Who do they do next year? Still probably Cam Jordan.
Or Chase Young, I don't know.
Chase Young, maybe Tyler Shough.
Olave's still there.
I put St. Brown in over Goff for the Lions if I'm doing representation for the Lions.
Or Gibbs.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be all quarterbacks. I hate it when they just go all in on quarterbacks.
Yeah.
There are other good players. Like, how many teams are there where the quarterback is the absolute best player on the team? Like, there can't be that many.
One of my cousins just said I'm having the best day at work. Sorry, Seahawks fan. I don't know, that could be a fun list to make.
That's good off-season material.
Yeah. Go off of every team's best offensive, defensive player that's not quarterback.
It's like when I got the Christmas Funko Advent calendar for the NFL Advent calendar, and it kind of determined to me who is this team's like leading representative. Where I'm getting like Joe Burrow for the Bengals, Josh Allen for the Bills, Trevor Lawrence for the Jaguars, but then that was a fun game. But then I wound up getting Saquon Barkley for the Giants. So I was like, wait, what's happening? Yeah. But then Kirk Cousins for the Falcons. I'm like, what's happening?
Now he's working on his broadcasting career.
He's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. He's pretty good. I kind of hope he retires and just does that. I didn't realize
Eckler did a good job on the Christmas game, too.
I think that's Eckler's move for next year. I liked him a lot in Washington. I don't see that happening again. I didn't realize how decimated the CBS crew is compared to like Fox. Fox has like, 5 dudes. They got, Gronk barely being able to spit out a sentence, but he's like throwing
honestly, Terry Bradshaw's losing it too. Like the amount of time, especially when he does the halftime show like recaps, and he's just like mumbling over like what he's saying, trying to do it. Like, there's like this intense music and big plays, and this what's his? Oh yeah, oh okay, and then, like the next game's already started, and he's still trying to like find his sentence for the last one.
You got the power, the 1-2 punch of that, and
Imika Egbegbo.
Just going in together there. I feel like Fox is just trying to bide time. I feel like they're just trying to get Terry. Just trying to get Terry to Jameis Winston's retirement. Like they really want Jameis. Really want Jameis in that spot. We just need Terry to get to retirement. Yeah. Get to that spot and then poo-poo. Just like Jimmy Johnson. But Jimmy Johnson was doing better than him. CBS, all they have is Nate Burleson and Bill Cowher. And then I realized, I was like, oh, they had Matt Ryan, but now Matt Ryan left and took the Falcons job. And I don't even know who the fourth person was, so now Kyle Long is there. And I've forgotten about Kyle Long.
I don't even know who that is.
He was the Bears
I'm so bad at like knowing the names. It's just like this person's voice is annoying or it isn't.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't need to. How do you feel about Tom Brady now? Because I've done a complete like 180 on him.
He's a lot more composed now. Like he speaks with a lot more confidence than he does, and he is into it, but it's just a typical announcer thing of sometimes just kind of like, oh yeah, you have to get him down, otherwise he's going to get more yards. I'm just like, yeah, that's how that works. Thanks, Tom, for that insight. So aside from just the little things like that, like the dynamic of his presence is nice.
It's those little things like when you can tell the commentators just, trying to get through. They just turn on autopilot for a minute because then we say the things that they just said, or we say it right before them. It's like, oh, see, I could do that. I'm like, no, most people couldn't.
And then if you watch like Premier League or anything, there's literally points where it's just kind of like absolute silence. It's like, it's okay to practice this.
That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part about baseball and watching baseball games is when it's just boring or when the game's just out of control and then the commentators just start talking about whatever. I remember there was a great...
That is fun. Like, at least talk about whatever. Like, you don't have to keep, like, talking about what's not happening.
I wanted to hear... They brought up the new show that's coming on Fox, and I legitimately wanted to hear Tom Brady and Kevin Burkhardt talk more about that, about Mind of a Killer, starring Patrick Dempsey as an assassin who's developing Alzheimer's. Like, I'm fascinated by that premise. I'm fascinated by the premise, and I'm fascinated about how it lasts longer than a season. Like, how is this supposed to...
What are you drawing out from this?
Shrinking with Harrison Ford and the Parkinson's, it's a development and everything. But the show's it's going to end after season 3, so there's a conclusion there, I'm sure. Mind of a Killer. This guy might just keep going. Who knows? Oh. Yeah, I don't want to dive too much into the Super Bowl, and that's why we're doing a little briefer of a show today, because obviously we won't be doing Super Week. We will let the people know. We will let you all know whether we'll be doing the live show ahead of time. We will still be doing a couple shows going into Super Bowl week where we'll be talking about a whole platitude of other things outside of football and being able to dive into some other things that we've been missing lately. But early hopes for Super Bowl Sunday, Zoo. Any early hopes you have, whether it's for the actual game or for anything, else outside of it, because I mean we're getting prepped with commercials already. We're seeing I got a shit ton of halfway there insurance commercials starring Danny McBride and Keegan-Michael Key yesterday that just kept promoting the Super Bowl Sunday. So you're getting ads for ads now. What are you looking forward to at the Super Bowl?
As fun as a blowout would be. Not too much of one. At least just hoping for a good game where it's a clear Seattle win.
I need that Bad Bunny performance. I saw the new Bad...
Oh, you're not going to be switching off to whatever other channel to watch the country show because...
The Turning Point USA halftime show that I don't even know if they have entertainment yet.
Is that what it's called?
It's I know it's it's from that organization Turning Point USA that Erica Kirk runs now. I guess she runs it, or she's the host of it. I don't know. She inherited it or something. That's gonna be a mess. It's a counter event featuring Christian music and other performances aimed at audiences seeking a different, culturally conservative or patriotic experience. Sounds fun.
It's the Good Rabbit.
I did hear a nice...
You don't want to watch Bad Bunny, you watch Good Rabbit.
I was curious during the national anthem yesterday if anything would happen, and I heard the audio go out for like a half a second because somebody screamed out something.
Oh. I really enjoyed that though.
Yeah, it's been a time. We need this. We need, just a fun football time because it's just miserable. Everything else, it's hard for me to even get away from, the news and stuff. That's why I'm going to watch Ford versus Ferrari later, finally, and catch up and go on a Paul Thomas Anderson binge and just try to, distract my mind because I can't get rid of the snow. I hate the snow. Fuck the snow. Fuck ice. It's all killing me.
Wait, are you actually watching it tonight? Like for sure?
I'm going to finally put it on because it popped up on my Netflix too. So I'm like, this is happening. So
I will wait to record if you want to talk about it tomorrow.
Okay. I might do a double feature, honestly, of Ford versus Ferrari and F1. And just get my comparisons going. So yeah, we'll be doing...
Have you seen Gran Turismo yet?
I haven't seen Gran Turismo. I forgot that's a thing.
That was such a good movie.
I also forgot there was a Need for Speed movie. And I need them to like kind of redo
I've seen that one before.
Redo that, incorporate it into a little Fast and Furious, then eventually get my crossover idea of Fast and Furious and Bad Boys. I need that movie to happen. And then after that, Fast and Furious and Bad Boys meets Jurassic Park. So then we're having, the full Martin Lawrence versus dinosaurs. You can see it, right? It's a vision.
The Bad Furious Park.
Bad and Furious. Folks, we're going to get off to that. Or no, we're not going to get off to that. Excuse me. Whoa, we're Scott.
Pause. Now go.
On that note.
Jesus.
Zahir Ali, thank you for being here. Thank you for congratulations on all your Seahawks hype. Is there anything that you want to let the people know, promote, anything?
I mean, I guess we kind of teased it.
Yeah.
I won't give too many details, but I am starting my own show. I have the first episode recorded, and spoiler, the second one will most likely be about Ford versus Ferrari.
Hey,
and movies that we've procrastinated. So keep a lookout on that for an official announcement.
There you go, folks. It's exciting times. That's going to be exciting to hear. It's going to be exciting to I'm telling you right now, you are going to love the first show. It's just fantastic insight, and it's very.
You're still the only one that's heard it.
It's very impressive by Zoo. It's very impressive by you to do a show solo. And to do a good 25, 30 minutes and actually, keep people captured in. So excellent work on that. When it's out, people check it out. You will love it. You will enjoy it. Also in things to promote, we will be back at the Walter E. Washington Convention Center in Washington, D.C. for AwesomeCon. March 13th through 15th. Get your tickets. Get in there. We will be promoting it more and more. We don't have our exact date. We're hoping for Saturday, but we'll let you know. We'll have a date and time, and we will be there doing Geeky Family Feud, interacting, having all the fun, trying to get out a little more content too. Maybe Shit Talk finally gets off the ground. We'll see. You'll see us in the bathroom. Who knows? Plus, we have plenty more awesome 323 Network content coming your way as the Super Bowl is, coming and will be out of the way. We will have some fun stuff, have a couple fun projects lined up with Luis Martinez and Travis Byram. Of course, you already know about Zuhair Ali's shows coming up. And might even have a little sports gossip show entering this messy NBA season with Angela Panegua. So plenty.
The snow just has all of our creative juices flowing.
Oh, it's flowing. Just wait until this melts, and then we're exhausted from work again. Who knows? It might just fall apart.
Yep.
But in the meantime, folks, keep subscribing, keep rating, keep reviewing, keep liking, doing all the things on the 323 Network YouTube page, and wherever you get the podcasts on Spotify, Apple, any of that stuff. And follow the show at 323read, at 323REID on all social media. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Stay warm, folks. Stay warm. Don't drive if you don't have to. There's no point to it. Stay warm. Stay safe. With you, Minneapolis. We'll dive into more stuff in the future. But in the meantime, folks, stay safe, stay loved. Talk to you later.